What is up, Good Vibes Tribe? It is Friday and it is the weekend. I'm stoked. Finally, the weekend has come. We already got the day started. I went to breakfast with my mom. She was on vacation this past week, and last weekend I was out of town, so we haven't seen each other for a while. So we went out to grab breakfast this morning, which is great. I got a full belly and I'm a happy dude, right? So it's awesome to be back and getting right back into doing the vlogs on the weekend. Last weekend I went away. Caitlin took the camera for the weekend and did the vlog, which I think she killed for her first time doing it by herself. I think it turned out really cool, which is the last vlog before this vlog, right? Cool. So we got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. We got some plans. I actually have a project that I want to work on. Now I know I start a lot of projects and I don't finish them, and I'm fully aware about this about myself. But it's okay, because they're fun to start. So when I was at work yesterday, I found this piece of wood, so I went over to look at it, and it's this old piece of a root, and it looks sick. And I thought it'd be really cool if it was sanded down and oiled up. It'd be a cool thing to have like on the table, like a cool art piece. So I got it and I started cleaning it up yesterday, and I found some cool stuff inside of this root that I'll show you guys. So I'm gonna work on that. The thing I'm most stoked for this weekend is that come Sunday, I will be the proud owner of a bonsai tree. That is right. How many people say they can own bonsai trees? Super sick. My buddy Rich, he grows bonsais and they look absolutely amazing. Super cool looking bonsai trees. And I'm so excited about that. So that comes Sunday. Today I'm catching up on some stuff around the house, but I'm also gonna start working on that piece of wood. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is take it out and just give it a really good hose down. And I'll show you guys some of the stuff that I found inside this piece of wood, which is neat. I hope your week was awesome. I hope you guys had phenomenal experiences. I hope you guys are stoked that it's the weekend, because I am super excited it is the weekend. I hope you guys are getting out there and planning your own adventures. Perfect time of year to get out. The fall, autumn, phenomenal time to get outdoors and enjoy it. Thank you for coming along with us, and what do you say, May? Maybe we'll make coffee, get us started. You ready? Let's go. I'm going to show you guys this piece of wood that I found. As I started to clean it up a little bit, I started finding some stuff. So this is it. It's a big chunk of a root, and all this like up in here and right here was all full of dirt. So I started scraping the dirt out, and what was cool was I found out here, I started pulling out pieces of glass. And then what I realized, once I got most of it out, is that used to be a bottle. So this root grew around a glass bottle. And I don't know if you can see it that well, but if you look in there, the neck of the bottle is still there with a glass cork. So it's an old bottle that it grew around, but that's why it ended up having the shape. So I wanted to see if I could go on the back side and find the top of that bottle. So once I flipped it over and started cleaning the back side, and this is where it gets a little bit heavy, I ended up finding a bone. So that is some type of bone that this entire root grew around. My guess is that it's probably like a large animal's bone, like maybe cattle or a horse or something like that, because it's a pretty big bone, but it's heavy. It's pretty heavy. I'm gonna try to wash all this stuff off. I have a brush and a hose, because you can see that once you start getting all the dirt off, you can really see like a lot of cool waves and little nooks in all this wood. So we're gonna take it out front, we're gonna bust out the hose and see what we find. Alright, so here's where we are now. I think I got as much as the dirt and stuff out of this as I could with the hose. I'm gonna let it dry and then see what I can do with some sandpaper and maybe like a hand planer to take some of this rough stuff off. There's an archaeologist at one of our job sites, and I think I'm gonna take it to have him look at this, because to be truthful, I want to make sure that's not a human bone, and make sure I shouldn't be giving this to the police. But it looks super old. I mean, it's old enough for this root to grow around it, and it looks bigger than any kind of human bone, so I'm pretty sure that it's from an animal, just a big animal. But yeah, so we'll let this dry and then see where we're at from there.
So I thought I needed. So I thought I needed.
What's up, guys and gals of the interwebs? It is Saturday morning. So what happened was, yesterday after I cleaned the piece of wood, I did some work on the computer, and from last weekend going right into work, my body was exhausted and I just crashed the rest of the day. Caitlin came over and I was exhausted, so I rested. So what we figured we're gonna do is we're gonna take everything from yesterday and everything from today and make one vlog instead of two. So it's now Saturday morning. What we got going on today is I actually have another weekend coming up in 2 weekends that I'm going away, and I have a meeting for that this morning. After that, Caitlin and I are gonna find something else to do. We want to do tie-dye again, so maybe we'll do that, or maybe we'll go rock climbing. I'm not exactly sure yet. We'll see how it goes. I hope that your weekend is amazing. I hope that you guys are getting out and enjoying it and living life and living in the moment when you have it. It's your time. Do what you want to do with it. Enjoy it and bring joy into your life and the people around you's lives. But also later today, I'm going to explain where I was last weekend and where I'm going in 2 weeks. It's something that I've kind of wrestled with, whether or not I want to talk about it on this or not, because it's something that's very important to me, and part of that is also giving it to other people. But I also don't want it to turn into an advertisement for anything. So later today, I'm going to explain to you guys where I was last weekend, where I'm going in 2 weeks. So it takes out the whole weird mystery of it by just saying I was out of town and I couldn't have a camera. So yeah, so I'm waiting for my buddy Charles to come over now, and the two of us are going to head up to this meeting, and we'll see where we go from there. What's going on, guys? So I just got back from this meeting. It was the second meeting of 2 meetings leading up to this weekend that I'm doing in 2 weeks. So my friend Charles and I just got back. I wanted to show you guys the status of this piece of wood that I washed down yesterday. So it's still drying. You can see it's still wet here, but these parts are still drying. It has been raining. It rained all yesterday after I washed it, so it's probably going to take a couple days to fully dry out before I can start working on it. So I think me sanding this down and working on it is going to be a quick vibes video, so that'll probably be this week. But right now I'm waiting for Caitlin to get here, and her and I are going to go to Linvilla Orchards, which is a small family farm, and they have like pumpkin patches and stuff like that. They have a ton of stuff going on for the fall. So we're actually going to meet our friend Tom and his girlfriend up there, and yeah, we're going to see what we can get into over there. Hope your day's going good. Hello, Internet.
Hey guys.
So, change of plans. We are not going to Linvilla Orchards now. Caitlin, myself, and May, we are going to an event at the Brandywine Museum. It is some type of beef.
It's a Barks and Brews event.
Barks and Brews event.
So it's like an Octoberfest for dogs.
Yes, dogs can come. Hence why May is with us. So we are headed there now. And then I think after that, we are probably going to Michael's. And then I think we are going to do more tie-dye tonight. So, yes, we are on our way to Barks and Brews. for good food and
Puppies.
puppy fellowship, right? May, you gonna make friends? May's got her bandana and she's ready to rock. We hope your guys' day is going amazing, and we'll check in with you in a bit. We have left the Bark and, what is it?
Barks and Brews.
Barks and Brew. May had a spectacular time. She made plenty of dog friends. It was a good time. A lot of dogs, a lot of cool dogs, a lot of big dogs. So yeah, we're headed home now and see what we get into. Caitlin's driving my mom's car.
In a different
My mom's
car.
freaking out.
Aren't we in the Uber?
What's that?
Aren't we in the Uber?
The Uber.
The Uber car.
Oh,
It's
Uber.
the Uber car.
It's Uber, Mom.
The Uber car.
Jeepers creepers.
Uber.
Yeah, go straight. We are on our way to Michael's. We are getting art supplies. Big Saturday night here. And decorating for Halloween. We have to finish the decorations for the Halloween event.
Crafty day.
Crafty day. Super crafty day. But Caitlin is driving my mom's car like a
Don't talk to me,
natural.
I'm so nervous.
Yeah, she's terrified.
Which way do I go?
Go straight. All right, we'll see you guys later. Hey guys.
How's it going? You scared May.
Sorry, man. What's happening, guys? It is Saturday night, and we are coming live from the Good Vibes Palace.
Nice.
The Palace of Good Vibes, which we have a new addition to the Good Vibes Palace. We have finally framed and hung up the Good Vibes Project logo that we drew. So I'm stoked about it. I think it looks good.
Yeah. I was looking for a high five there, but that's okay.
Yeah. It looks stellar. Yeah, so it's Saturday night. Today was a cool day. I had a meeting in the morning. Caitlin and I went to a event that was at her work, which was called
Barks and Brews.
Barks and Brews with May, as you guys saw. We took May.
And she did so well.
She did. She made
Yeah.
tons of dog friends, had great dog conversations. We had a spectacular soft pretzel with mustard. And it was just cool. They had a guy and a woman playing guitars there. And they played Neil Young, a bunch of old Neil Young, which was cool. I'm a big Neil Young fan. So yeah, so tomorrow, I'm super stoked for tomorrow. I'm finally getting my bonsai tree.
Oh, yeah.
And not only that, we have a surprise, because it's not just a bonsai tree. But I talked to my friend Rich today. We're going to go up there in the afternoon, spend a couple hours learning about bonsais, because I don't want to get this bonsai tree and then have it die a week later. Like, that would be super lame. You know what I mean? So he's going to sit down with us because he is a bonsai master. I've seen all his bonsai trees and they're absolutely gorgeous. So I'm so excited about that. So we got that going on, and watch the Eagles. Go Birds. Remember that video?
No.
You don't remember that? Do any of you guys remember that video? that drunk kid last year. I think we beat the Vikings, and he was in front of this woman, and he just kept going, "Go Birds!" So we're gonna go Birds. We're gonna watch the Eagles. Maybe, probably not, because Caitlin doesn't like football.
I don't care about football. We can still have it on though.
Yeah, maybe we'll watch it. So we'll see. But anyway, I also wanted to tell you guys too. I told you this morning that today I would tell you and fill you in on where I was last weekend and where I'm going in 2 weekends. I belong to 2 separate men's communities. And I know you probably hear that and you're like, what the hell's a men's community? You know what I mean? So the first one is called SWET. SWET is SWET. It stands for Spiritual Warfare Effectiveness Training. And I don't want this to be like an advertisement where I'm trying to advertise for these things. I just want to fill you in on what I'm passionate about and a big part of my life. So what it is, it's a men's community that a few times a year we have retreats on the weekends up in the mountains. And I'm fortunate enough to go back and staff these weekends. And basically what it is that growing up, I had a very rough idea of what a real man was. And I didn't understand that there were men in the world that lived in integrity and accountability and men that actually spoke from their heart and men that supported other men in the world. Because what I knew growing up was that if I felt all these different emotions, I could only show anger. Because I'm a man, I got to be tough about it. So what it was I went through it a couple years ago, and it was something that absolutely changed my life. And not only my life, I believe that it also changed all the people I'm close with's lives, and men that I've been able to reach out to and offer it to. Because a man offered it to me. And part of that agreement is that I go out and offer to a man that I believe it'll benefit his life, benefit his kid's life, benefit his marriage. And it's an amazing thing. And what we do is we create this world of love and integrity, one man at a time from the inside out. The other men's community that I'm involved in is called the Mankind Project. That's a big global men's community. I got into that after I was doing SWET for a couple years, just because I wanted to experience more of this sort of thing. So basically that meeting I had today was the second meeting for staffing this upcoming weekend. I have a couple friends that are actually experiencing this weekend coming up, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to staff it. I went through it last year. And the way these weekends work are once you go through it, you're allowed to come back and staff it for the men going through it the next time. And again, that's another one that it's their mission is to change the world one man at a time from the inside out. And it's been another experience that I can add on top of my experience of SWET that has really allowed me to reach out and lead in my community and with my friends and my family and try to model to the best of my ability a man that lives in accountability and a man that lives in integrity and a man that isn't afraid to speak from his heart and speak the language of love and support other men and be able to hold up other men when they need it, and also to be able to let myself be held up by other men when I need it. And it's just been an amazing experience and absolutely life-changing. And I know Caitlin can talk about that it's something that I'm super passionate about, and I love it.
Yeah, I know when he comes back from weekends, I can tell he's just like fired up about whatever he just went through and helped other men go through as well. So it's always pretty inspiring to see that. And I think I just told you tonight that it's really cool to recognize that he was given this gift and is using it, and I think he's completely made for it, you know. And the fact that he shares it with other men and is passionate about it and doesn't give up and doesn't, isn't one of those things there he's like, oh, I don't feel like doing this tonight, or I don't feel like doing that. He's always on top of it and always is carrying along the mission, and it's inspiring, and I'm proud of him that he does that.
Thank you. Yeah, so like I said, I don't want this to be an advertisement for anything. If you decide it's something you'd be interested in, for sure, reach out to me, contact me, we can talk about it. If not, that's cool. I only wanted to talk about this so I can explain that why we are trying to do these vlogs every weekend, and then I just disappear for one weekend, come back. I don't want it to be something where I just don't acknowledge it. And especially in 2 weeks from now, I'm going to go through the same thing. And basically what happens on these weekends is I can't have a camera. It's a sacred weekend to me. It's sacred for me. And I don't want to expose that with cameras.
Well, and also you don't want to split your focus either.
For sure. Like when I go up there with a purpose in mind. And that purpose is to help men that are going to experience that for the first time. And not to be distracted by my social media, my cell phone, this camera. As much fun as we are having doing this, and as much as I enjoy it, that's something of importance that will always be very important to me, and I carry very seriously, and it's a sacred experience for me. So that was the intention behind explaining all this to you guys, is that it's something that's a big part of my life. And if we continue to keep making these videos, there's just going to be weekends where I'm going to be going on one of these retreats, whether it's
And that's
sweat,
when you get me.
and that's when Caitlin takes over and kills the vlog. She could probably have a vlog without me. But yeah, it's just to explain to you guys, because I like to be transparent and not hide anything. And that's another thing I've learned in all this, is how to be authentic. And that's something we appreciate about YouTubers that we watch. Their content is when they're authentic with people, and they don't try to hide anything, or they don't try to portray something that they're not. And our intention with this is that you're going to get who we are 100%. It's not a show. We're goofy. We're super goofy, man. So it's not like we sit there and we mope around, turn the camera on, and then all of a sudden it's this. Like, this is it. So I want it to be all of it. And be honest with the people. Like, if you guys are taking the time out of your day to watch this, then I feel as if I owe it to you to be honest with me and my life, to a certain extent, obviously. I'm not going to broadcast certain aspects of life. But those were my intentions, just to let you guys know. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm not trying to advertise anything. But yeah, so cool. Now you guys know. But anyway, I think we are going to call it a night. We are both pooped. I think it's the weather.
Maybe.
It's been a little chilly the last 2 days. I slept like a log last night. I'll tell you that much.
You always sleep like a log.
I bundled up under those covers and I was out. I don't think I moved all night. I had May. May was under the covers with me. She's like a little space heater when you sleep with her. It's amazing in the wintertime. But yeah, so we're going to call it a night. And then we'll check in with you guys tomorrow. And then you'll come with us to go get the bonsai. Yes, it's a Karate Kid bonsai. Bonsai. And you guys will get to meet Rich. Rich is amazing. Super cool. I'll show you his bonsais and stuff. And he actually has horses that live out back. You know
Cool.
that? Yeah. I'll show you the horses. They're not his, I don't think. I don't think they're his horses. But he has horses that live out back, which are pretty sick. So yeah, we will check in with you guys tomorrow. We hope your weekend is going great. We hope you guys are making memories that'll last forever. We hope you guys are finding joy in whatever you're doing, whether it's not going on an adventure or going on an epic adventure. We hope you guys are finding the joy in it and you're spreading it to the people around you, because that's what this is all about. You know what I mean? Like, if we get joy and we keep it for ourselves, it's kind of selfish.
Yeah.
And it doesn't benefit other people. And that's the cool part. That even adds more joy. It makes no sense, but if you're joyous and you spread the joy to other people, you get more joy. It's nuts.
It's wild how that works out.
Yeah. So anyway, we will see you guys in the morning, and have a good night. See ya.